Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. How have you all been? Have you been good? Did you miss me? Welcome back to our channel. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you a little bit of story of myself. So this is my PCOS slash irregular period video story. Story. So what is PCOS? PCOS means polycystic ovarian syndrome. So apparently, ever since I was 12 years old, I don't have a regular period like other human being. Period is every 28 days for women, or for someone like myself, it's always every other month. Like it comes in January, it does not come in February, or it comes in February, it comes in January, it does not come in February, then it comes in March. It's always been like that, or every 2 months. So sometimes it will come in January, it's not going to come in March, it's not going to come in April, then it's going to come in May. So I've always had irregular period. So it started while I was 12 years old, and you're going to say, oh, did I go to the hospital? Yes, I did. So back then I was still in Nigeria, and there's this very popular hospital in OAU. I'm not going to mention the name, but it started like probably I was reacting to some medication I was using. So I was referred to OBGYN department, and every month I would go with my mom. So my mom traveled out of Nigeria to come to the United States. So I have to start going by myself. I have to go to to see an OBGYN every month. They were not giving me any medications. They were not giving me anything like that or sort of that. So it's not like, okay, why am I coming to the hospital every month and you guys are not giving me anything to take? So there was a day I was in the hospital. I saw one of my senior in Academic College of Education Secondary School. sorry, it's ACDSS. That's the name. Her name is Senior Florence. Shout out to her, by the way. I don't know where she is, but I told her my story, and she was like, "Oh, try as much as possible not to be on any pills, to start your period." So throughout while I was in Nigeria, I was not on any pills. Then there was this particular day, it went for, I think I was 16 or 17 then. It went for 6 good months. I did not see my period for 6 good months. I'm not lying and I'm not joking. So my mom was not with me, so it was her telling my dad that, oh, I did not see my period. So we all know how that's so I eventually had to open up because I was trying not to disturb my mom. So I had to open up to them that, oh, this is what's going on. Oh, I've not seen my period. So my dad was like, go and do a pregnancy test. I'm going to cover. If you know the meaning of that. And funniest thing was, I was just laughing because why? I was not sexually active by then. So it was just in everything. I was like, I want to become second Mary. So it was so funny. I went to the hospital. You know those big ever bottles they gave me? I drank it. They did the pregnancy test. It was negative. There was nothing. So I think being the fact that I was not sexually active, so I was not taking my condition serious because I was like, oh, whatever, I'm not ready to give birth. So I was not taking my what's wrong with me, I was not taking it serious. So there was a day I was showing on Instagram, and there was this lady that was saying something about, oh, she got so and so, how they remove one of her ovaries, and I'm like, what was the meaning of? She said, what's PCOS? And let me go and check the meaning of PCOS on Google, because Google is your friend, by the way. So if you don't know anything, just search Google. I went to Google, and Google said PCOS, but I don't see their period regular. And I was like, well, there are different type of disease, but whatever, it's not my business. So fast forward to like 2019, 2020, I was a little bit like conscious, like, what if I see someone who's ready to settle down with me and I don't know what's going on in my body system. So that was why I decided to take a step, going to see my primary doctor, telling them this is what's going on, and they referred me to an OBGYN in the state. This is my first time going to OBGYN, and I've been in the state since 2017, so I went like 2019 or 2020. That was my first time going to see an OBGYN. So she was like, I don't want to say it's PCOS, but let's just run a test and let's carry the test. I know that I have searched the meaning of PCOS before, so I already know what she was saying. But I was like, no, that's not going to be my portion in Jesus' name. I said, amen. So she did the test, they ran the test, and I was at work that day when she called me. I said, oh, so what were the symptoms of someone that has PCOS? Number one is going to be irregular period. Number two is going to be it's called erythrism or something like that. I'm going to leave the name there, but I think it's erythrism. There might be a little bit of hair here, but it's not a lot, just a little bit of hair. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it, but just a little bit of hair here. So that's number two. And number three of the symptoms is going to be, what's it called? It's going to be what's number three? Like, they're going to carry a test on you, and it's going to show if you have any cyst. So she said they carried out the test on me, and I had a little bit of cyst on my ovaries. But she said that PCOS, so I agreed. But I think I did a very, very big mistake, was not following up with another OBGYN to see if what she was saying was true. I think this was even around COVID. So when she said that, I was like, okay, whatever. So I said, I'm not ready to have children now. That she now said, are you ready to have a child? I said no. She said there are some other periods we can place you on, birth control, so that the period can come regularly. And I said no, I don't want to be on any birth control. I don't, because I was trying not to, I don't have a child yet. Then you're asking me to be on birth control to make my period come. It does not make any sense to me. If it's still coming every other month or every 2 months, leave it like that. But you're not asking me to be on birth control, because I don't know what birth control does to my body. And at the end of the day now, I'm trying to have kids and it's not just working. So I told her I don't want to be on any birth control. So fast forward to 2023, this year, I moved, I got married. I moved to Pennsylvania, where I'm currently located right now. And I had to start seeing another OBGYN. So because, I moved out of state, so of course I have to see another OBGYN. And I called this hospital, told them, oh, I want to see an OBGYN that she just said, okay, I'm going to run some tests on you. They did the blood work, the result came out, and everything, my prolactin level, estrogen level, progesterone level, there's one last name I'm missing, everything came out normal. And she was like, because your results comes out normal does not mean that I agree with what your blood work is saying. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? My blood work is telling me I don't have PCOS, so why are you not saying you don't agree with what the result is saying? So I was like, okay, I'm going to get a second opinion. I'm going to get a third opinion. I'm not just going to be like what happened the other time. So I decided to get a second opinion. Shout out to Dr. Mide, by the way. So she was the one who checked my result for me, and she was like, oh, everything looks fine. You don't have anything to be worried about or anything to be concerned about. So I went to another person, which I paid with my insurance paid for. This is the third OBGYN I am seeing. Like, you could see the circle, not just listening to what someone is saying, listening to what different people are saying. So this OBGYN is old school. When I say she is old school, like, she was using her hand. Is she? So I feel a little bit comfortable with her, but if it's he, I cannot be comfortable with him more. So she was old school. She was like, I can feel your ovaries, I can feel your uterus, everything looks fine to me. So she was like, if you're trying to have a child because of your irregular period, if it's going to take some people 6 months, it might take you like 1 year, 1.5 or 2 years to have a child. I was like, okay, if that's what they're going to say, I said, that's fine by me. So along the line, I met my friend Choma, by the way. Shout out to Choma. I don't know if she's going to watch my video. So Choma, to have irregular periods, she was even diagnosed with PCOS, and she was like, oh, she was sending video, I was sending her video. So we're just trying to, make sure both of us are doing the right thing on this journey, by the way. And we watched a video, which Maraji's video. I'll put the link up here, where she was sharing a story of how she conquered PCOS and how she had a child. So, and we both decided to, get some of those vitamins she was using. Let me get it right there. I don't know why I left it there. Just so some of the things I did differently when I realized that, okay, there's no PCOS here. So some of the things I did differently was I started working out, which I was not doing 100%. I stopped, by the way, but I started working out. I was not working out 100%. And I started eating clean, even though it was not 100%, but I knew I was doing it to the minimum. Then I started taking some of these, myo-inositol. I'm not saying you should take this medication on your own, no, please. Oh, I just took it because I wanted the period to come, knowing full well that I'm trying to have kids and I have to have a regular period, or else I'm going to go another route, and I'm trying not to go through that route. So I started taking myo or D-inositol. I started taking magnesium. I started taking vitamin D3, and I started taking vitamin B6. So this medication was prescribed to me by a pharmacist, who has deal with women with irregular period, or PCOS, as you may know it to be. So she was the one who recommended me to get this vitamin. And while I was talking to Choma said the same thing too, and Maraji said the same thing too. So please do your research before saying you want to take any of these things. Not because I'm not a medical doctor, by the way. It was just something I just wanted to improve on my health and get my period regularly, instead of being placed on any birth control. So vitamin, magnesium, vitamin D6, vitamin D3, those are what I used, and I've seen improvement, by the way, every month. I've seen improvement. My period has been coming like every month, but that does not mean that I've not missed it. So apart from what I take, I also did I joined the prayer. I joined Avestas TV, Pastor Bolaji's church. So I joined NLP, by the way. So it's not just about the physical, it's about the spiritual. I'm not just doing one thing because it's physical. I did both, talking about the physical aspect, which is by me taking my medication, and talking about the spiritual aspect, which is by me praying. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comment section if you see your period regularly. If you don't see your period regularly, what did you do different? What have you been doing? Let me know. Thank you for watching my video. I will see you when I see you. Thank you, and I'll see you. Bye. Bye-bye.